Hello Pisces, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Pisces is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, it does not cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we got that star card. Just got the star for the Capricorn reading too, a little while ago. It's really something. The energy today is palpable. This is very nice. I think that this is really you receiving a lot of this divine energy. See, there's a lot that's coming down your way. And I think it's up to us to figure out how to express that, how to deal with that. I feel like if we're getting a lot of blessings, if miracles are happening in our life, we need to share that gift, share those blessings, share those miracles. And I feel like that's how we kind of keep the cycle going, right? And that's how we keep this divine spiritual water flowing into our lives. Yeah, I feel like the miracles in your life are literally endless. And I think it is because of that process, because you don't just keep it all for yourself, right? You have this spirit of generosity, of sharing, of expressing yourself. And it doesn't have to be in like obvious ways like, money or anything like that, giving stuff away. I feel like there's a certain compassion in you. I feel like you do have a gift that you're sharing with the world. I don't know if it's something to do with I'm almost getting kind of like a healthcare, not healthcare exactly like a hospital or something, but maybe mental health, emotional health, maybe spiritual healing kind of thing. Yeah, let's put it into some context. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, interesting. This fire energy coming out. Princess of Wands, Six of Wands, and a Prince of Wands, and a Queen of Wands, and Seven of Wands. A lot of fire here. I think this is a big surprise. I think we're in this, just looking at this. You're in this kind of, this is almost like a blissful, meditative kind of state. And it might be a routine even that you're in with that star energy, where you're very focused on kind of fulfilling your destiny. You're doing your true will here, right? But then I feel like you're surrounded by all this fire. And I feel like this is like kind of the miracles coming back to you, right? And what I mean is that I feel like you're doing so much for other people, and maybe the star really is you. Maybe you're acting as a bit of a guiding light for people. Yeah, I feel like you're something along those lines, and I haven't quite honed in on it yet, but I feel almost like it's a mental or emotional health or some kind of spiritual healing or some sort of a guidance kind of thing. Guidance counselor, I don't know. You're helping others to see the light in themselves. Yeah. And I don't know if that's maybe it's through a religious thing, a spiritual thing. Maybe it's through some kind of like a meditation retreat or a spiritual retreat. Maybe you work for a church, temple, lodge, order, something like that, right? Very interesting. But I feel like you've been giving of your soul, and now, kind of surprised, the universe is bringing it back to you. Yeah. Very, very cool. And it is coming as kind of a surprise. And I feel like we have almost the entire court here. Let's see what else we've got. More fire, more fire, more fire. And then, wow, the death card at the end. This is real transformation. This is real kind of evolution of things. And it really, gosh, this is a lot of fire. This is stunning. I think a really big surprise is coming your way. And I think it might be in the form of, I don't think it's just recognition and accolades. I feel like I feel like someone's been noticing your efforts, noticing what you're doing, and the level of care and the level of soul you put into what you're doing. And I think you're being chosen for something. Yeah, could be something happening at work. Maybe somebody's really noticing the efforts that you're putting in. But I feel as if they have this big opportunity for you. You're being chosen for something really big, and it's going to be a big responsibility. I think there's going to be a lot that you're going to have to kind of adjust to. But I feel like this is the natural next step for you. This is the natural progression of your energy, of your spiritual evolution even. This is the next phase of things. This is a natural kind of transformation. We see that with the Death card. The Death card, not a scary card. It looks scary. It's called Death, right? It's meant to grab your attention. It wants you to pay attention to what's going on here. All of this fire energy is slowly changing you. You're slowly, gradually transforming into your very best self. Yeah, very best self. And the one thing we did see a couple of readings ago, well, I think we had a lot of fire in one of your last readings too, and I was talking about how it might be the natural part of the Pisces energy to kind of evolve toward that Aries energy. Yeah. And so maybe that's what some of this fire is. It's just kind of preparing you for that next phase of your spiritual growth. And I feel like it's coming through something where you maybe want to stay in a little bit of a supportive background kind of thing. I feel like you really like being showing other people how to access the light. I don't know that you really like being the one in the spotlight, right? If we look at this card, it kind of looks like a spotlight, right? Or a lighthouse or something. I don't feel like you want that attention, but I feel as if Spirit is saying, you've got to step up into this kind of new role almost, and really kind of activate these more Aries kind of energies in yourself and take charge of this. Yeah, become the leader here. Maybe these are you, this card is you kind of understanding your gifts, receiving your blessings, and now Spirit is saying it's time for you to get out there and lead others, show others the way. Yeah, it feels like a divine mission to me. Look at all of this fire energy. And fire is spirit. Fire is creativity. Fire is leadership. Fire is this kind of burning conscious awareness. Yeah. And it could really be like a surprise kind of realization. It could be something that through all of this fire, it's the fire of transformation, right? It's fire that is telling us we have to kind of let go of what we're clinging to and step into this new role. Maybe it's a promotion at work. Maybe you're being selected to lead the sports team. I don't know. Whatever it might be. Yeah. I feel like you're not really a sports person, but somebody's saying, hey, we need you to play on the team. Not only do we need you to play on the team, we need you to be the leader. If a baseball team, you got to be the pitcher or whatever, we need you to kind of save the day. Yeah. This feels really nice. And it feels like it's going to come as a bit of kind of a fireball, kind of a shock here, kind of a lightning bolt into your life. And the interesting thing, we have the queen, we have the prince and the princess. So there might be something going on with the family. I don't know that it's family. I feel like you're being asked to step in and lead these people. Okay, I feel like this is a group of people without a leader. Yeah, and I don't know if it's family. I don't know if it's a work thing or whatever it is. That's the feeling that I'm getting right now. Okay, let's select the mystery card, shall we? I think we shall. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. Give it a good shuffle here, and we'll just stop right there. We're going to put this card right there, Tiny Bob Ross, right on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together, right? It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. All right. Let's take a look around the room. The only thing we really have for majors is the Star and the Death card. So this is the evolution of your spirit, of your soul, of your star. A star is not just a point of light in the sky. A star is a living, breathing, evolving entity, right? I mean, it's always changing. It's always burning up its fuel, and I don't know, what is it, nuclear fusion or something that takes place inside of stars. It's always changing. It's a ball of fire, right? And I think that's kind of the idea here, is that you are not something that's just stuck in place. Now, this card is also the Aquarius energy. It's a fixed kind of air energy. So this might even say that what you believe to be yourself is limited ultimately. We have to stay on this path. We have to be this radiant sun. So I'm almost hoping that this mystery card is not the star again, but the sun. Because the sun is you up close and personal with the star that is your own true self, right? And understanding that it's not just something that's kind of, ethereal and kind of vague and distant and just kind of mystical and dark. No, it's a ball of fire that is always changing, always adapting to the situation, always influencing others, and is a source of light, life, and love for everything around it. So I kind of feel like Spirit is saying it's time for you, the star, to get a closer look at yourself, and step up into this kind of new energy. This is really a stunning spread. I mean, it's all fire. Yeah. Let's see. Where to even go from here? Now I wonder, I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out what the impressions are that I'm receiving. I kind of feel like there's a father figure that has passed, that is no longer here. I feel like they had something with their internal organs. I don't know if it was organ failure or something was kind of a watery energy internally. Yeah, and I don't know what that means exactly. I feel like there's a father figure here that's no longer present on this plane anyway. And I kind of wonder if in some ways you are being asked or expected to kind of assume a leadership role in that sense. Now, it could be something at work. Maybe it's just really the departure of the boss or the supervisor, whatever, has left. And so there's that vacuum there, and I feel like you're being asked to fill that. But it feels more like family. Maybe that's kind of a separate energy, right? But I feel as if the father figure's not there. Maybe this is something when you were younger. Maybe with the father figure transcending this plane of existence, there was that vacuum, there was that hole there that needed to be filled. And I wonder if you're the one that stepped up and kind of started taking care of the family a little bit more. Like you kind of grew up fast, and you had to take on more responsibilities, within the family, within the household. Yeah. Feeling that a little bit here. But the court cards here, when there's a cluster of them like this, it always represents a group of people. And I think this is either family, friends, could be the coworker thing. This could be the people that you're serving at your job, if it is some sort of a healthcare or a holistic kind of supportive environment that you're working in. This could really still be talking about the family itself, right? But individually, these cards all mean something else. And we have the fixed energy, fixed fire, the fixed air here. And I feel like what the Prince of Wands really is talking about in the context of this star is kind of this idea that we thought we knew what our path was. That we're on an orbit. And we're good here. We're sailing through life. And it feels like it's a smaller orbit, It feels as if we, I think you found your place in life. I think it feels very comfortable. We're committed to it. This is what we do. I think it's been routine. We're just been in orbit, right? It's just been around and around, and this is it. I think Spirit is kind of saying that it's now time for you to to go off on a new mission, to kind of to get out of this fixed path that you're on, and it's like, we need you for something else now. It's like you're being called, kind of. And so I feel like it's something that's taking you out of this rather comfortable orbit. Yeah. And that's kind of the symbolism of the Princess of Wands. This is like the rud. You get that sudden communication, right? That says, hey, we need you to go on this other mission. It's different than what you've ever had. It's different than what you're used to, kind of thing. And so it almost feels as if it's like I'm feeling the anxiety, like the heart's beating real fast. It's kind of like, kind of scary, to be honest. It feels like this really is different, and it's almost like this, I'm not ready. I don't know anything about that. I feel like you're being asked to take something over or to complete a mission, but you have never done that thing before. Yeah? That you've never, I don't know what it is exactly. But there's no history of it there. There's no previous energy. There's no like images in your mind or experiences that you can relate it to say, oh, okay, I know what I'm doing. I've done this before, or something like it. I feel like this is a really kind of big surprise for you. And it's one of these things where, with the Seven of Wands in the future, you're going to have to kind of learn as you go. It's kind of an on-the-job training kind of thing. I don't think there's any precedence for this. I don't think you've done anything like this before. So we're going to have to solve each and every problem as they arise. We're going to have any skills that we're lacking, we're going to learn them as we go. Yeah, that's what the Seven of Wands means to me right now. And I think this is really working out for the absolute best. It's forcing you to challenge yourself. It's forcing you to learn these new skills. But not only that, not only the skills, but to realize your own power. See, we have all fire cards here. There's no air, right? If we saw a little bit of air, I think, yeah, it's maybe kind of like learning new skills, and that's like a big focus. And I think it is in a way, because we do have a little bit of air, right, with the fixed star. But what we know about the stars is they are not fixed, are they? We call them that, but ultimately that's just a challenge of perspective. So we are learning new skills, and we are, I think, finding new and creative ways to express our divinity, express our miracles. I think that we are facilitating miracles for other people in some way. I still can't hone in on what exactly you're doing. That's given me that impression. Also, someone in your family drives a big truck, right? Or do you? Maybe you have like one of those big trucks, not like a moving truck, but like one of those lifted. I don't know, one of those lifted trucks. With the big tires on. Not a monster truck, but you know what I mean, right? Just like a pickup truck, but it's like a big one. I don't know if that's you or a family member or a friend. It's kind of a funny one. I don't know why. I don't know how that applies here yet, but sometimes these details come in and they seem like non sequiturs. They're meant for someone out there. It's a validation. It's a confirmation of the energy that we're in. It's not meant for everyone. If those details aren't meant for you, leave them for the next person. Okay. The one thing I kind of think of when I experience a truck like that is the loud exhaust, right? The real rumble and just the loudness of the engine, of the exhaust and everything. And so it kind of feels like this to me, that we're here in this kind of tranquil star energy, and then in comes this monster truck and says, hey, get in, we need you. And this is just like the windows are rattling, it's really kind of a loud, almost obnoxious kind of energy. It's just really in your face, right? And so to me, it feels like this is really a big surprise. And I think you're kind of going to be taken off guard. You're going to be stunned a little bit, and maybe a little annoyed even. But I think this is the best thing for you. Here's the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about victory, about overcoming challenges. This card is really about stepping up to the plate. Whether you strike out or hit a home run doesn't matter. But you did it. you were victorious, right? Doesn't mean you won the game or got an RBI or a base hit or anything. It means that you overcame your own fear, reluctance, apprehension, your own inertia, right? This is the card that says we are survivors. The simple fact that we're here talking right now means that you're a survivor. There's a lot that you've survived in your life. We've survived everything, our birth, our first few years of life. We've survived the first days of school, the first jobs that we have, our first relationships. We've survived all these things. Even if they didn't quite turn out the way we would have liked, we're here right now. That means that we survived. We're breathing right now. That means we're surviving now. Every moment is a triumph. And I think that the message here is that accepting this mission, doing this thing, right? Embracing this fire energy is a win. Even if you're terrible at it, even if you hate it, even if it doesn't last very long. But the fact that you're there and you're doing it and you're trying and you're giving it your energy, that's a triumph. That's a win. Yeah. And it teaches us a lot about ourselves. And so the more we put ourselves into situations that are kind of uncomfortable, right? The more we grow, the more we evolve. And I think this is really what we're doing here, I think, is taking our star and we're showing the evolution of a star. We're showing how stars evolve. We're showing how you go from this star and we go through this expansion, this change in our nature, or this evolution, this growth of our nature. It's through all the fire energy. It's through doing things that challenge us. Now, when I say you're doing things that make you uncomfortable, it doesn't mean that you're letting people cross your boundaries. No. But you're putting yourself into situations that may challenge you, that may challenge your physical abilities. Consult your doctor first. It may challenge your beliefs, your values, right? May challenge your creativity, your leadership. Challenges your self-confidence. Challenges what you think you know about yourself. This and this are what you think you know about yourself and about your life. This situation, life right now, is challenging you. Life wants you to grow, wants you to evolve. And it's through doing something that might be a little hard, might be difficult, you know. But we're going to give it our best shot. Let's go to the path of the serpent now. As we do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription if you haven't subscribed yet. Please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate that. Almost at 200,000 subscribers. I never thought that we would get this many people watching the channel, you know. And I couldn't have done it. I wouldn't be doing it if it weren't for all of you. I kind of thought that this channel maybe would get a few thousand, you know, it'd be something fun that I like to do. I like to read the cards. I like to talk to you guys. I never thought it would get as big as it's been getting. And I really am grateful for all of you. So anyway, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, you know, leave a comment for me. Let me know how you're doing. All right. So the 10 of Wands over here in this position. 10 of Wands is kind of this card that says we're pushing ourselves to our limit, you know. And I wonder here if like we're even in some ways breaking our own records. You know, I don't know, in some ways this could be you starting a new sport, starting a martial art, starting some kind of new, like, physical thing, or even picking something old back up. Yeah. Maybe this is the return of an interest, a hobby, even like a passion from long ago that you kind of just dismissed as not really being part of your life anymore. But now I think you're being given the opportunity or the chance to do it. It's kind of like you haven't played guitar in 20 years. Suddenly, the band wants you to come, you know, stand in for their guitar player or whatever. Seems kind of scary, but also exciting, right? And so I really feel with the 10 of Wands that we're pushing ourselves kind of to our limits here. We're learning what we're really capable of. And the 10, it's not really an end of anything. This may be the limit. It may be the record. But then we're pushing it a little bit. You know, it's like you're exercising in a gym. Again, consult your doctor first before you start any kind of fitness thing. you know that you can't just lift the same 50-pound weights all day, every day. I mean, you can, and it's good for you. But if you really want that growth and that evolution, like that death card is over there saying to me, you have to slowly increase either your reps or the weights or something, right? Because eventually it's not gonna do anything. We have to be challenging ourselves. Yeah. We have to be pushing ourselves past what our limits are. Okay? And I'm not advocating any kind of extreme behavior or anything reckless or anything like that. But and this is more, not even really physically, more in a spiritual way. More in the sense of of a self-identity. You know, we get so fixed in who we are, what we believe, what I think, what I like, what I don't like, what I do, what my habits are. You know, let's see what we're really capable of here. Yeah, let's see what we can do. I did forget to talk about the Queen of Wands up here at the top, and I feel like this is really important energy. Because I feel like what's going on is this is you being motivated. This is you now kind of looking up at almost at your true self or your higher self, and it's just kind of telling you, yeah, you can do this, you know? And this is the card that just says, even if I'm just scared, like just out of my wits, you know, I'm going to walk into the room, head held high, shoulders back, you know, confident. I'm going to walk into this with the absolute certainty that I'm going to exceed my own personal expectations, that I'm going to blow this thing out of the water. You know, whether it's a business, whether it's a sport, whether it's just, I don't know what exactly is going on here, but this is the confidence with which we have to walk into the room. Whether you feel it or not, build it up. Make yourself kind of feel, visualize yourself like 100 feet tall. Yeah. Visualize yourself clothed in the fire of the Spirit. Yeah. This is it. This is it. This is, I think, this is a blessing and a miracle in your life, and you're being called on to activate it, to share it. Yeah. We've got the Ace of Wands next. And the Ace of Wands is in the environment, and this tells me that there is some sort of a leadership thing going on here. That it is something that it's kind of like it falls on you. This is something that you have to do. I don't feel like it's really, I don't feel like it's so much a team effort. I mean, it might be in some ways, but you're definitely the boss here. Yeah. You're definitely the one that everybody is looking toward, and I don't feel like you really like that. I feel like you like to kind of, you know, be the silent benefactor rather than, you know, the kind of the face of the thing, the leader, the one that's calling the shots, the one that's got to like give everybody the pep talk before the game, you know, or the leader of the team out on the field or on the court. Yeah. This is kind of like going from the water, being just the water person on the team to being now the star player. Okay. I mean, it kind of sounds like an Adam Sandler movie, right? But I think that's kind of what's going on here. And I don't know if this is something career, something at the job, something at the family. Also, do you bring your own straw when you go places? Someone out there's got a straw that they carry with them. When they go to restaurants or something like this, they bring their own straw. Yeah, that's actually a very good idea. And I think I might have to steal that from you. I like that idea. I don't know. It seems maybe it's metal or something, but it's like I feel like you've got a straw in your pocket, purse, wallet, whatever, and it's kind of your thing. Yeah, interesting. I like that one. I'm gonna have to get on Amazon after this and find one. But I feel that's part of your nature, and you may not realize these things about yourself. You are someone that's innovating. You are someone who is being a leader and kind of like an example to others, even in your own kind of quiet, reserved stay in the background kind of way. That people are noticing you. People notice what you're doing. People are watching. Like the universe is watching. People see that you bring your own straw to the restaurant, and they're inspired by that. But you may not consider yourself to be some kind of, influencer or whatever, but in your own way you are. Yeah, in your own way you are. Now, the Three of Wands next. This is the obstacle, and I think that this is you believing in this energy and feeling like this is correct and righteous energy for yourself. And to me, it kind of feels like we're worried about the imposter syndrome. We're worried that if we really internalize this situation and this time in our life, and we check in with our heart and our mind, we check in with our beliefs and our values, we're worried that we're going to find something's wrong, that we don't actually belong here, that it was a mistake, that I was not supposed to be called, So we're kind of analyzing this thing and thinking, no, it's got to be a clerical error, right? And this is the obstacle. It's kind of just like believing that, no, this is happening to you. This is time. This is your baby. You've got to do it. Yeah. And not only is this leading, I think, to a big kind of life transformation, but it's leading to this kind of spiritual soul evolution for you. We've got that death card at the end. This is very straightforward. This is kind of the result of all of this and how you are constantly expanding beyond your own borders. Yeah. And it's a slow and steady process. This is coming as a big surprise to you, but it's something that's been building up your entire life. Again, with that straw, you've always been a bit of a leader, or you've always been unique. Yeah. And I think things in your life, especially underneath the surface, behind the scenes, have been building up and building up and building up, leading you to this moment. Yeah. Let's take a look at the mystery card. This video is getting a little bit long. What did I say I wanted this one to be? Now I cannot remember. Oh, I want it to be the sun. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Here we go. Oh, we've got a Queen of Swords. Okay. Kind of anticlimactic, but it's good because this is heart and mind together. This is you realizing, believing in yourself that, no, this is right. There was no mistake. They can check the roster, but it's you. It is your miracle. This is your thing. Okay? This is meant for you. So part of that Queen of Wands is believing in ourselves, right? Building up this confidence, saying, not being suspicious of it, not thinking, I don't really belong here. No, thinking, I do belong here. And I can do a good job, and I will do this, and it's not going to be easy, but I'm strong enough, right? This is the card that says you believe in yourself. I believe in you too. We're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, click on the link up here, or there's one down in the video description. New readings for Pisces every Thursday and Sunday, but I'm here every day. Just come on back, see me again tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.